Hey guys, how are you? I hope you are having a fantastic day today. And if today is not the day to have a fantastic day, I hope it's tomorrow for you. So, welcome to Tool Talk Tuesday. Excited to be here in Southwest Florida. I plan on doing a lot of fishing here, visiting with some family. We are just going to have a wonderful time. And someone is using the bug spray fairly heavy. Whew. Yikes. Although the no-see-ums are pretty thick through here. So today's topic is knives. Knives, yes, one of my favorite topics. I could talk about knives all day long, although I'm not that educated on knives, surprisingly. I know what I'm looking for, I know what my specifications are, and I generally know some of the better metals to get based on your application, but I really don't know a ton about knives. So what I'm going to do today is give you my opinion on what my favorite knife is, first of all, and what kind of knife I use in different types of situations. So let's get into the different types of knives that I tend to carry, and those are your standard fixed blade knife. So this is basically a blade that does not fold, has some sort of sheath, and typically what I choose is a full tang knife, which basically the metal will run all the way through the handle. It supposedly balances a little bit better. Definitely shoot for that. So we have the fixed blade knife. Then we have the folders, and you have a lot of different folding knives. Some of them are flippers, like this little guy. You press on that and it opens quickly. Something I look for in a folding knife is how quickly and easily can I access that knife? Do I have to fumble with it, to use two hands to try to open it, or can I simply go like this and have a knife ready to go? And that's what I choose. I choose speed over sometimes over looks too. And then last but not least, we have your multi-tool. Now, this is not something I really carry a lot, but it was worth talking about, so I'll discuss it today. So some of the knives that I've gone with that I really like in terms of the fixed blade knives are, buck knives are really great knives. They're not fancy, they're not terribly expensive. There's nothing really special about them except it might have been the knife your grandfather gave you. But they do have some really good reliability, and they have, I'm not sure what their blade material is, but it does hold a nice sharp edge, and it's really nice, middle of the road, no frills knife that will last you a long time. Another brand that I've heard some pretty good things about recently, and I've actually bought a few of their knives in the past, is Gerber knives. And this knife, it's almost a little ridiculous. As you can tell, I have not used this one. I'm not sure exactly what knife it is. It's a little bit more tactical. I'm not a fan of the Kydex plastic sheaths that these come with. I'm more of a traditionalist leather sheath person myself, but also a very good knife. The knife is fairly thick on the spine here, and it allows you to do some good chopping work, so maybe more of a bushcrafting knife, a camping knife, things like that. Not really for what I do on a daily basis. For hiking, I like to carry a knife with me, and that's for a variety of reasons. Say you need to cut something, heavens forbid you have to use it as defense for some reason, just multiple reasons to have a knife on you whenever you go hiking. And my favorite is this Benchmade. I know Benchmades are a little spendy, they're a little nice, but actually this one, I'm not even sure what the name of this one is, but it's aimed a little bit more towards your bushcrafters, but something I like a lot about it is this handle. This handle is phenomenal. Your hand grips it so well, and if you're looking for a knife, maybe that's something you consider, is the type of handle. This is a little bit more rubberized, and so you have zero slip on that knife. And I don't need some crazy blade that's 6-8 inches long. This 4.5-inch blade has done me well, and I really enjoy this knife. So those are my fixed blade knives. Next we'll talk about our folding knives. This is one of my favorite brands. Is just it's actually been known to be a little bit more cheap of a brand, and that's Kershaw. So the knife I use on a daily basis is also a Benchmade. They have very high quality metals, I've found, and I really appreciate a nice knife. And so this is something that I can rely on a daily basis, no matter what I'm doing. And really, for the most part, I can get by with a nice pocket knife like this for about 95% of the things I do. Every once in a while you do need a bigger knife that can handle a little bit more, but for the most part this knife is really great and has served me well. A folding knife for me is basically the first thing that goes in my pocket because I found it to be just so handy. So that's the folding knives. Lastly, we have the multi-tools, and every once in a while I will take a multi-tool with me. Say I'm on the paddleboard, I will definitely put a multi-tool in my pack just to make sure I have a screwdriver and a couple other things that I might need at some point. This is a Leatherman that I had gotten a long time ago, and it's a really great multi-tool. It's not too crazy. It's kind of middle of the road for Leatherman, but definitely worth having. I just really don't carry it on me all of the time because it's just kind of bulky and kind of gets in the way a little bit. There are also small multi-tools like these. Actually, this one's kind of broken. I definitely don't recommend these small multi-tools. They are just, in my mind, kind of garbage. Some people may like them. It's just that I mean, like, I haven't used this one in a couple years, and it's already kind of broken. So I hope you found that to be somewhat useful. Really, in terms of blade material, you just have to kind of do your research. I mean, it depends on, what kind of knife you're looking for, what application you're using it for, and also if you are going to go with something cheaper versus something more expensive. Figuring out what kind of materials those knives that you're interested in, what they're made of, what metal they're made of, may be able to tell you whether or not it's a good knife or it's a mediocre knife. What it breaks down to be is, what are you most comfortable with? I'm not most comfortable with carrying this around an RV park. People, can tend to stare at you and wonder why you're carrying a big knife. So, that's why I definitely choose a nice folding knife. So thank you for joining me today on Nurturing Adventure. I really appreciate it. I really do. I want you to hit the subscribe button right now if you haven't already. Give us a big thumbs up, and I'm interested to hear what you'd like me to do a review on. Whether it be a piece of equipment or something you've seen on me, something I've used. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next Tuesday Tool Talk.